The Ballito Pro kicks off today at Willard Beach, and this year we'll see the return of international surfers to our South African shores. Local TV sits down with Ballito Pro competitor and pro surfer Shane Sykes to find out how he's been preparing for one of the most iconic events to hit our coast. Shane, you were born and raised in Ballito, and surfing here is almost like a religion in this town. Did you think that you were going to become this pro surfer you are today, and how did it start?
We actually lived on a farm in the Eastern Transvaal until I was like 8 years old, and then moved down to a family beach cottage here at Tiffany's Beach. Being on the beach, my brother and I would just like push each other, and we'd like bodyboard and the shore break all day, and then eventually just like got into surfing. Tammy Lee Smith and her family had a surf school and backpackers where we'd go on a Friday evening, and they'd teach us about certain things with currents and like point breaks and how beach breaks work. And then on Sundays we'd all jump in a combi, and then they'd take us through to Durban. And then after like 6 months, we eventually just kind of knew what we were doing, and then just did it ourselves. And since then it's just been, yeah, never really looked back after that.
Now you're sponsored by massive brands and have traveled internationally all around the world. What brings you back to Ballito?
Obviously love traveling and love competing overseas, but coming back to Ballito during like April to August is like the time to be here. We get all the winter swell. You wake up in the morning and the offshore is blowing. It's just like, yeah, you don't really get a better feeling.
How important and significant is the Ballito Pro, and why?
The Ballito Pro is massive for this town. It brings so many people here during the July holidays, and it's actually one of the longest running events in the whole world. So like for people growing up in Ballito, you can definitely see how many more people are actually surfing in the last like 10 years compared to maybe 15 years ago. There's like a bunch of 13-year-olds and 12-year-olds that are all like out there when it's 4 to 6 feet. So it's cool to see them all pushing their limits, and yeah, it's cool to surf with them and see how excited they get. And, yeah, just try to teach them one or two little things along the way.
Yeah. Now you'll be competing in the men's challenge, am I right? With over 90 competitors.
Yeah, so it's a WSL Challenger Series. It's one of the bigger events for us because there's 8 of these around the whole world, and this is the third stop for the year. And at the end of it, they take your 5 best results out of all the 8. Yeah, I didn't do too well in the first 2 in Australia, but now with this one being at my home break, me knowing all the types of conditions out here, I feel like I've got a bit of an upper hand, and I'm feeling really confident with my surfing at the moment. Let's
talk about the surfing lingo because I am not a surfer and I don't really understand the lingo, but I hear all these cool words. So like frothing,
yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so frothing's pretty much like super excited or like amped.
Okay, and then home break?
Your home break is like your local spot where you like surf every day.
Okay, what does rips mean?
Okay, rips. So like surf's really good.
Oh, okay, cool. Shane, thank you so much. It's been so much fun, and I've learned so much about surfing, and I'm gonna get out there. I promise you.
Yeah, do it.
We at Local TV are proud of our community and love hearing inspiring success stories just like Shane's. Which pro surfer are you frothing to see at the Ballito Pro? Let us know in the comments section below. Local TV, connecting you.